Let's say you're tasked to plan your company's picnic. You look around at different catering services and you find one that says, we will provide 1,000 hot dog buns and we will provide 1,000 hot dogs. The price of that service is also $1,000. You say, great. You order from them. Day of the picnic, 1,000 hot dog buns show up, but no hot dogs show up. Your boss has to be content with potato salad and chips. Something terrible, right? You call up the company and you say, what happened, man? What's up? You made me look like a fool. And they say, oh man, our bad, our bad. I'll tell you what, you only have to pay us half. Are you gonna pay that? Let's say they argue, well, we did provide you service. And you say to them, no, you didn't provide the service you said you would. They say, yes, we did. Look at that sentence. What does that sentence say? We provide hot dog buns and we provide 1,000 hot dogs. Now, notice that proposition, that claim that's being expressed there. It's a claim about both things, right? Put together. So did they actually follow through on that claim? No, right? One of those things wasn't fulfilled, so the whole thing wasn't fulfilled. Now, what we have here is actually two propositions that have been combined into one. You have the proposition, we provide 1,000 hot dog buns, and then you have the proposition, we provide 1,000 hot dogs. You put those two together into a new proposition. Again, we have a connective here, and we're going to call this one a conjunction. Conjunctions are usually thought of as the word and, but there are other ways to do it. You could use the word but, plus, things like that. And notice what makes this compound proposition true? What makes this proposition that's made up of a couple of propositions plus a connective true? Well, it's true if and only if both of its component propositions are also true. If either one of those are false, even if both of them are false, then the whole compound proposition is going to be false. So we actually have another truth functional connective as well. So here's what a conjunction is. A conjunction is a two-place connective, meaning that it connects two propositions. Again, two more words that you might hear in the place of two-place connective. You might hear binary and you might hear dyadic. I'm not going to use those words, but in other logic classes you might hear them. The resulting conjunction is true if and only if both conjuncts are true, and it's false if and only if at least one, possibly both of the conjuncts are false. By the word conjuncts, I just mean those propositions that go into making up the ultimate compound proposition. By conjunction, again, confusingly, I'm going to use this word not only to refer to the resulting compound proposition, but also to the connective that puts those two propositions together. Now, if you remember your Schoolhouse Rock, they called all kinds of things conjunctions. They said it was and, but, also the word or. When we use this word conjunction, we're going to mean something very specific by that. So that was a grammatical use of the word conjunction. We're going to have a logical use of the word conjunction, and we'll use it to mean basically a connective that does what we just talked about, that puts two propositions together into a compound proposition where if both conjuncts are true, then the whole thing is true. If either one of them is false, then the whole thing is false. Here's some examples of conjunctions. Maisie is tired and the road is long. That is made up of component propositions of conjuncts. Maisie is tired and the road is long. You want to have your cake and eat it too. That is made up of two component propositions, two conjuncts. You want to have your cake, you want to eat it. Notice we're saying the word conjunction and not just saying the word and. That's because the word and can be used for a lot of different things, not just conjunctions. So for example, I could say, if you break my phone and I'll break your face. Now, notice that word and there doesn't actually mean that these two conjuncts are true. It doesn't mean that you break my phone, I break your face are both true things. What it means is, if you break my phone, then I will break your face. So the word and here isn't actually a connective in the way that we're using it. It's not actually a conjunction connective. Here's another one. Imagine you're in court and the prosecutor says, yes or no question. My client ate your food and my client died. Now notice, it could be the case that his client ate your food at like 3 years old and died at 80. By that word and, if we're using it as a conjunction, it just means that those two propositions are true. But really, this is a chronological use of the word and. What you're really saying is, my client ate your food and then pretty soon afterwards died. Or sometimes some of you youngsters like to take advantage of things like this. Your mom might say, I want you to go home and do your homework. Now, you might go home and then do a whole lot of stuff, watch Netflix, right? Get on YouTube, watch The Philosopher, or possibly, I don't know, have a party, and then much later do your homework. Mom comes home and says, "Did you come home and do your homework?" You say, "Yes, I did. I came home and I did my homework." Well, you know, when your mom said that, what she means is more of a chronological and. She means, I want you to come home, and then the next significant task that you do, aside from maybe going to the bathroom or something like that, is to do your homework. So really, you didn't come home and do your homework. Here's another reason we're not just saying it's the word and. A conjunction can actually be expressed by a number of different words. So for example, I could say, my favorite color is green and your favorite color is red. Or I could say, my favorite color is green, but your favorite color is red. My favorite color is green, plus your favorite color is red. So all those different ways are ways of expressing that these two conjuncts are both true, therefore the whole thing is true. So in logic, when we say the word conjunction, we don't just mean the word and, we mean a connective that puts two propositions together, and the resulting compound proposition is true if and only if both conjuncts are true. It's false if either one or both of those conjuncts are false. Now, I know that kind of seems straightforward. However, when you're actually using real-world language, sometimes these conjuncts can get a little bit confused. So for next time, please do section 1.6.2.1 exercises, where you're going to try to figure out which ones are the conjuncts.